Hello guys, my name is Andrei and I'm from Ukraine, but today I will teach you Korean. Well, the reason why I can do that because I live in South Korea more than 10 years and I work on a local TV broadcast stations such as KBS or so, and also I work as a teacher in a school for foreigner kids where we teach them Korean. So maybe I can have some good tips for you to have good Korean. Anyway, so today we will continue to learn Korean. As you have noticed, that also like I've made 4 videos where I've taught you how to read and write in Korean, and also we spoke about first part of a grammar, and that is verbs in past, present, and future tense, right? So today we got to continue. We got to speak about negative sentences. We will speak about how to say no, or how to reject, or how to say that will never happen in Korean. Before we will go and we'll talk about the grammatic structure, I want to tell you that this subject, especially negative sentences, have the very massive cultural aspect here in Korea, because in Korean culture, you cannot say, no, you cannot reject, you cannot say negative things to people who are older than you. And if you just say strict or direct, like it is not so, then it will sound a little bit rude. So we're gonna learn a little bit of culture with you. Before we will go and speak about very easy, actually, grammatic form of negative Korean sentences, let's find out how to say no in Korean. So to say no in Korean, it's very easy. For that, you need to, first of all, you need to understand with whom you talk, right? So if you speak to somebody who younger than you, then you say 아니야. 아니야. Okay, 아니야. If it's written form or like something that you use in a book, then you say 아니다. Okay, and actually 아니다 you can use also when you speak to youngest. Then when it's somebody like almost same level with you, but you have like some formal relationship on your workplace or something, and very general form is middle form. So in middle form, no, it will be 아니에요. 아니에요. So it's easy. The grammatic structure of negative Korean sentence is very, very easy. Well, we can split it on 3 parts. The first part is when you just put this word an, for example. For example, you have the word like go, 가요, 가요. So if you say, if you want to say I don't go, you say 안 가요, 가요, 안 가요. Or you say went, 갔어요, right? So you just put 안 갔어요, 안 갔어요, 안 갔어요. Or you say future, I will go, 갈 거예요. So you just put 안 갈 거예요. The second, so it's just very easy. You just put on here and to. All right. So before we will go and talk about actually very easy structure in Korean negative sentences, let's find out how to say no in Korean. So no in Korean will be 아니에요. 아니에요. But that is a middle form of the etiquette, right? So the lowest form, like when you speak to youngest, that will be 아니야, 아니야. And the highest form, when you speak to somebody who is older than you or have more higher position, that will be 아닙니다, 아닙니다. Okay, finished. So let's move to a negative form. The negative form, the grammatic structure will go like that. You just can put the character an to a verb. For example, if you want to say don't go, you just write kayo, right? It's go. But before that, you write the character an. So it will be like an kayo. Don't go. If you want to say didn't go, you say an, and then you write kayo in past tense. So it will be like an 갔어요. If you want to say I will not go, then you say an, and you write 가요 in the future tense. So 안 갈 거예요. Finish. So you do the same thing with the all rest verbs. Also, there is a little bit of difference between 안 가요 and 못 가요. And for us, it's like complicated sometimes to understand. So, but you need to differ this. For example, if you have ability to go, but you just don't want it, then you say 안 가요. But if you want, but you don't have ability, you say 못 가요. 못 가요. 못 갔어요. 못 갈 거예요. 못. So, again, if you have an ability, but you don't want it, or you just don't do it with any other reason, you have ability, but you decided to don't go, you say 안 가요. But if you don't go because if you just don't have ability, you really want, you understand that you need to go, but you cannot, then you say 못 가요. But both 안 and 못 the same, like don't, okay? So remember these things, and let's finish with this block, and we'll move to another block. So another way how you can say no, or how you can make a negative sentence in Korean language. It is very easy actually. What you do is that you take the infinitive, you take the original form of the verb, you still don't change it to any like past, present, or future, but you just take the infinitive, okay? And you put to this infinitive, you put this part, ji, an, okay, ji, an, ji, an, ji, an. Then you decide two things. First, you decide which tense it should be. If it's past tense, then you say ji 않았어요. If it's present tense, you say ji 않아요. ji 않아요. If it's future tense, then you go like ji 않을 거예요. ji 않겠어요. Right? So we finished. We're done with this. And second thing, you decide to whom you will say that. Okay, the etiquette form. So if it's the middle one, you do the same as we did before. But if it's, for example, the first form, like when you talk to somebody who a little bit younger than you, then you go like 가지 않나, 가지 않아, right? Or 가지 않았어, 가지 않을 거야. Okay, if you use this sentence in the book, you write or read or whenever, or you make an article in newspaper, so you go 가지 않다. Okay, 가지 않았다. 가지 않을 것이다. 가지 않을 것이다. Finish. So here we finish with the negative form. Nothing to put more. But here's the thing. Well, if you say like that to any of Korean, they could be offended. And actually, this kind of form will sound like foreigner speaks Korean. So you have to remember the grammatic structure, and that should be a foundation of what you will speak next. Okay? So to make a real Korean negative sentence, you need to remember words like 죄송한데. It will be like, I'm sorry, but. 죄송한데. I'm sorry, but. Or you have to use the words like 사실은. 사실은. It's like, in fact, right? In fact, 사실은. So these words in the end of a sentence is very important. Or you should put the words like 제 생각에는, 제 생각엔, 제 생각엔. Like, in my thought is, or you can put the word like 아마도, like maybe, I think that, 아마도. And then after words like that, you put this kind of like 아마도 가지 않, and then what you do. Actually, when you try to make a negative sentence, in Korean culture, it's very important when you don't really sound like negative. So you don't sound like strict, but I don't, like what, whenever. So what you do, you put like that. For example, 가지 않, right? And to this form you put 가지 않, and then you put 는 것 같아요, right? 가지 않는 것 같아요. It will sound in English like, oh, I think that maybe it's not, okay? So for them, that will not sound a little bit more like strict, and that will sound like real Korean. So, for example, if you want to say that today rain will not go, right? For example, you say 비가, rain, 비가, 오늘은, today, 오늘은 비가, rain, then 오다, 와요. 오지 않을 것 같아요. Will not go. I think so. 오지 않을 것 같아요. 비가 오지 않을 것 같아요. Or if you look outside and you see that rain is not coming right now, then you just don't say 비가 오지 않아요. You don't say it like that actually in Korean. You say 비가 오지 않는 것 같아요. 비가 오지 않은 것 같아요. It's like, oh, maybe rain is not going right now. But in Korean, it's like, you make yourself a little bit humble. You make yourself a little bit like you put yourself in a place of humility when you say, okay, maybe I'm not sure in my statement. Okay, they don't really like statements. So you put this. For example, if you want to say about something that happens right now, so to this 지안, you put 는 것 같아요. Middle form, 는 것 같습니다. High form, 는 것 같아. Lower form, and 는 것 같다. The form when you read the writer books. Okay, it's very important. Well, there is many forms like that. Or for example, there's form like 하지, 가지, 안, then you put it in a future form. 가지 않을 확률이 높아요. 가지 않을 확률이 높아요. So you can use in this way. You say that there is big possibility of that it's not so. For example, you say that person doesn't like to eat rice. For example, if you want to say the sentence like that, you say 그분이 밥을 좋아하지 않을 것 같아요. 저분이 밥을 좋아하지 않을 확률이 높아요. Or it is very good just to put this form 없거든요. For example, you say 이게 맛이 없거든요. Or 이게 맛이 없었거든요. 이게 맛이 없을 거거든요. So when you put this 거든요, you try to explain the person saying like, well, you have to understand that it's not so. So 거든요 is a very good ending for the negative sentence. So don't finish the negative sentence just like 안 가요, 가지 않아요, 가지 않습니다. It sounds very rude and people will offend and they will tell you that you're so strict, you're so like you don't know how to behave in Korean culture whenever. So you just put 안 and then to this 안 you put 거든요. 가지 않거든요. 가지 않았거든요. 가지 않을 거거든요. Like that. And that way, your negative sentence will sound like real Korean. So, for example, if you want to say like, today I don't study. Today I don't study, right? Study, there will be 공부하다, to study, right? So what you do, you say, 오늘은 공부 안 해요. 공부 안 해요. 공부 못 해요. Like that. Or you say, 오늘은 공부하지 않아요. 공부하지 않아요. But that will sound like real like foreigner they speak. Something from the textbook. But if you want to sound like real Korean, you say, 오늘은 공부하지 않을 것 같아요. Or 오늘은 공부하지 않은 것 같아요. Or you can say 오늘은 공부하지 않을 확률이 있어요. 공부하지 않을 확률이 높아요. Okay. 오늘은 공부하지 않을 것 같은 생각이 들어요. 않을 것 같은 생각이 들어요. Okay. Or 오늘은 공부하지 않을 거거든요. So you just like, well, you have to understand that today I don't study. If there is something that you want to reject, if you want to say no, for example, I don't speak in Korean. You can say, 제가 한국말을 하지 않아요, right? But better if you say 제가 한국말을 하지 못해요. Or better if you say 제가 한국말을 하지 않은 거거든요. 못하는 거거든요. 한국말을 못하는 거거든요. 못하는 거거든요. 못하는 거거든요. 제가 한국말을 못하는 거거든요. So that way you say, well, you have to understand that, in fact, I don't speak Korean. For example, you say, 사실은 제가 한국말을 못하는 거거든요. It's much better when you say, 제가 한국말을 하지 않아요. No. Or you say, 제가 한국말을 못해요. No. When you make negative sentences, you need to remember about all these basic structure, and also you need to remember the cultural aspect, which is very important and which is you will never find in any textbook, because textbook will not teach you culture. But in Korean, it is very important to go along together with the Korean culture. And it's very important to start to speak as Koreans, as the locals speak. And they don't say strict no. Never. Goodbye.